Under Pressure Week 1. Yeah? Our friend Chris was here and he helped talk a little bit about what's going on in James chapter 1 with how we deal with suffering. And we're supposed to count it joy when we're in trials, and he really helped us make sense of some of that. Okay, so if you've got your Bible or your smartphone, open up to James chapter 2. That's where we're going to be tonight, week 2 of Under Pressure. Okay, and I will say this. Over the next couple weeks, we're just going through all the chapters of the book of James. Okay, so there's 5 of them. Why not read it on your own? All right? Why not sit down, take just 20 minutes, and read through the whole thing on your own? I think it'll do your soul a whole lot of good. All right? Before we jump into the content tonight, I just want to wish you guys just a happy Valentine's Day. I know it's a day late, but like, come on. Come on. I just want to say, like, I love you. Jacob Gable's here. It's Valentine's Day. I mean, it's just like, Gable! Hi, Brian. I don't know what you guys did to celebrate yesterday. My wife and I decided to do the least romantic thing possible. We decided to not get a babysitter. We decided to bring all of our 3 children to a nice restaurant. We dressed up. I put Phoenix in a dress, and like, I was like, I'm gonna get 2 Valentines, Lauren and Phoenix, and she can have, you know, the boys, and we're just all gonna go to dinner together. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna sit there, we're gonna talk. We're not gonna let them use their phones. You know, it was a really, really good idea until we did it. So what happened was we decided to go to Firebirds. Luckily, I had a gift card for the new Firebirds there, and I was like, yeah, let's use the gift card. Let's do this, right? So we roll up there, and they're like, it's an hour wait. Okay, but they're like, you can sit like right here in kind of the bar area where we have tables, and like if there's a table that opens, like you can just order food straight from there. And we're like, okay. And there was one open, but it was like this small little skinny high top table that you're supposed to sit at to like chill while you wait for your table to show up, you know. And so we decided all 5 of us were going to sit at this little skinny table and like do dinner because they're hungry and we didn't want to wait an hour. And so we start and we kind of like take the phones away. We say no phones. We're going to talk. We're going to look at each other. It's going to be incredible, you know. It's going to be so great. It's going to be memories. We're going to take pictures. And very quickly we got our drink order, and so the drinks came out, and within about 2 minutes we had our first spill. Just everywhere, right? And everybody's kind of looking around. There's no kids in the entire place, right? It's Valentine's Day. You're not supposed to have kids there. Like, what are we thinking, you know? So within 2 minutes, first spill. It doesn't take long when we're waiting for the food, like kids to get up and like wander around by the fireplace, and Phoenix to start like twirling in between the tables, and like, it just wasn't a great thing. The food came out. None of the plates actually fit on the table because it's like a little skinny table. We're all trying to have our plates fit there. And I go to cut my steak, and I try to cut it and pull my plate, and it spills everywhere. Like the steak, the mashed potatoes, everything. So this is like spill number 2. Luckily, I caught some of it on my napkin. I did like the napkin on the left, so I was like, ooh, I can still eat those mashed potatoes. Good job! You know, I saved the food. Right? Yeah. That was the main important thing. I saved the food. We had relative success the rest of the night. We only spilled 1 more lemonade drink everywhere. It was like the one with like the sugar around the top and the special lemon in there. It was like $7 for a lemonade. I'm like, oh my gosh. And so 2 spills of the drink, 1 spill of the plate, and we decided we're just gonna like take our dessert to go and we'll just eat it at home, you know. So we got out of there. But the point is, have you ever like made a mess of something where you just like spilled it everywhere? It could be at the table, it could be in the lunchroom, it could be like you're taking the trash out, you know, and every once in a while the bottom of the trash bag just like spills everywhere and you don't notice it, and you look back at your driveway, it's just like full of... You guys ever had just like a spill? You know how that works, right? Like what's supposed to be in one place, it just kind of like spills out and seeps into everything else, right? And so here in the book of James, verse 2, it talks a little bit about true faith. And the point is this, that if you have true faith, it will spill over into your actions. Did you know that? It's not true faith if you just have faith in your actions. There's no byproduct. of a life of faith. It's just like oh yeah, I think that's true. Okay, no. True faith, this is what James is teaching us tonight in chapter 2, spills over into action. Let me show it to you here. Now remember, who wrote the book of James? James, yeah. Who's James? Jesus' half-brother, right? So this is what he writes in verse 14. What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith, but has no deeds, no actions? What good is one of those rhetorical kind of questions where like everybody knows the answer is supposed to be no good, right? Everybody knows the answer is supposed to be no good. So he's like, what good is it? My brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith, but has no deeds. What's his point? It's no good. It doesn't matter. There's got to be action to your faith. Your faith has to spill over into action. It says, can such faith save them? So I want you to turn to your neighbor. I want you to I want you to answer this question. What is true faith? What does it mean to have faith? What is the definition of faith? What do you think? Talk to your neighbor and we'll get back together.
I figured out how to fix faith. Enough duct tape. Or a hammer. If that doesn't work when it's broken, take it to the shop. Practice and get a new one.
I would say that girl is too big. She is too big.
Otherwise, it's really big. Calling you out.
That's pretty good. Connor, you have a partner? You're single?
I'm Graham. I'm Graham. I am Graham.
Would you prefer Cam to Quinn?
Mine's got yeah.
No, you get Connor.
I can't read it. So now.
For me. Well, if you're Connor, so you're Connor.
Let's see, somebody with their hand up.
Cam, are you single?
Yeah, loud. Yep. Faith is something you trust or believe in, even if you can't see it. Wow. You're profound. Wise beyond your years. Yes, sir. When you hold on to God no matter what, despite the circumstances, despite what's going on. Yeah. What about the middle section? Let's see if you're smarter than Lila. Okay, she's trying. What do you think, Jaden?
When you're truly, thoroughly believing something.
Okay, thoroughly, with everything that you have, you thoroughly believe in it. Yeah. Emily, what do you think? Are you reading from Google or the Bible?
No. There was a Bible verse I was thinking of.
Okay.
So it's, faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see.
Yeah, Hebrews 11, right? We're getting there. Can you stand up and read it for us? Listen to what the Bible defines faith as from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1.
Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Hebrews 11:1.
So it's this faith and this confidence in kind of what God is doing in the heavenly realms, even though we can't see it, right? We trust to it, we cling to it. What do you guys think? Faith. What does it mean to have faith? All the other sections weighed in, so it's your turn, guys. Mr. Chicken, could you please take your head off? Thank you.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, what do you think? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Chloe says, believing in something and putting your trust in that thing, right? If you do any work in school at all, you have to use definitions, right? Webster, he says faith is this. A belief and a trust. Belief and a trust in and loyalty to God. Firm belief in something, complete trust. Right? This faith that Hebrews 11 is talking about, this confidence in the unseen, it causes us to act even though we might not see everything. Right? True faith causes us to move. True faith doesn't just like sit on your hands and go, yeah, I believe that. Or somebody's hurting, somebody's in need. Yeah, okay. It doesn't sit on the hand. It goes, no. What can I do? How can I get involved? Right? So when James is talking about faith, that's what he's talking about. True, authentic faith does not sit on the sidelines. True, authentic faith gets in the game. It goes to work. That's why we serve. That's why we do serve days. That's why we do all sorts of things around here. And in verse 15, he says this. Suppose a brother or a sister. Can we stop for a second? Brother or sister, what is he talking about? Yeah? She says brothers and sisters in Christ. It's those people who have put their faith in Jesus, whether they're, right? So it's like, okay, you put your faith in Jesus, Cameron? We're brothers, because me too. Now we're in the family of God. Dun, 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 dun. Right? So suppose a brother or sister is without clothes and daily food. We would call that person homeless, right? I mean, that's kind of that typical situation. Suppose a brother or sister is that way, and one of you says to them, hey man, go in peace. I hope you stay warm. Hope you go well fed. But does nothing about their physical needs. What good is it? This is another rhetorical question. What's the answer?
No good.
It ain't no good. If you see somebody who's hurting and in need, if they're a brother or a sister, and you walk past them and you go, hey man, I'll just pray that you're warm. I'll pray that you get some food, but you do nothing about it. He's saying that type of faith is no good. The faith that's good is the one that acts. The faith that's good is the one whose actions, their faith spills over and causes them to act on another's behalf. The rest of the passage goes on, and someone says, you have faith? Well, I have deeds. So show me your faith without deeds, and I will show you my faith with deeds. This is a classic argument. People for centuries and centuries